They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Groupers offense will go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and he cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone, and the ball's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Golden Eagles offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
White wants to throw it. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Gray. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage, and more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. White going to attack through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. All down was enough to move the chains. The Golden Eagles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. White wants to throw it. All kinds of time before he fires right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes.
A shot toward the end zone. Boom. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west.
Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
And the groupers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gray. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll try it again. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks free. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job on the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Look out, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the ground, it's Craig. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. On the option. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. The Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll run the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Groupers are in the hurry up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I know this offense has really struggled in this game, but they've still got individuals offensively that are trying to make plays, and they're trying to flash for their coaches to earn more opportunities the next time they see the field. Really nice job that time between these two, hooking up for an explosive play in the pass game. They could have used more of those today, but maybe this guy gets more
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here comes the heat. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll take a deep shot here. Looking for the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. White going to attack through the air. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. The groupers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they